What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another gameplay review. First one of the season, year 11 or season 11, however you want to say it. But we're back with these videos. I think I have a couple more people who want me to do this, so I'm always down to do it. If you would like to have a game reviewed, or even some type of live coaching, please join the Discord down below and send me a message through there. That's the best way to reach me to get this done. If you're part of the membership program in this channel, or you're just a member or whatever the hell, you have priority over that, over other people, so keep that in mind. But it's not a requirement for you to be a member or even give me money to be in one of these gameplay reviews slash live coaching. So with that out of the way, join the Discord, please, down below in the description. We have Rob Mack, or as other people call him, Black Rob. I think that's his actual name, but we usually people just call him Rob. An awesome member of the community hit me up asking to have a game reviewed, and so that's what we're here to do. So this should be really fun. I think he is a trio stack. I think he has two other people that he plays with. There isn't any communication in this game, so I can't really do anything pointers off of that, although I do know that there are some issues even when you're trio stacking about, usually it's most of the time communication, but we'll see how that goes. He sent me 2 games. This game is the one that he lost, I believe, and I think I know a couple things about this game, but don't know too much about it. But enough said, let's get into this gameplay review. Thank you again to Rob for sending this out, so I can help him, help some of you in the community, as I know a lot of you like watching these videos to see my analysis of someone else's gameplay, as this can help you as well. So yeah, let's get into this. I think actually one of his players that I played with, that he's queuing with, is someone I played with before, I believe. So we'll see how that goes. And actually, they have the bands here, which is actually pretty cool. So we're actually going to go look at the bands. This is nice. So we're going to go look at the bands. We're actually going to go look at the team comp too. Ooh, actually, does he go Persephone here? He does. Okay. So right off the bat, you have Achilles. Jesus Christ. I don't know how that got through. Bastet and Persephone, this team is busted. Horus, X-Ball, and Discordia, really solid team as well. X-Ball being one of the best hunters. Not the greatest right now, because hunters aren't in the best position. But, you know, X-Ball's your top hunter. Disco is always a solid, above average mage, and Horus is obviously super good. He plays as a guardian, so you might as well just see this as a fucking guardian. Your bands here, I don't mind your bands. Nejah's band, Kuzumbo's band. I'd probably, the Thoth is, in my opinion, it's a good band. So is the Athena and the Morgan. The Morgan Le Fay, sorry, not the Morgan. I would much rather see a Charon here somewhere, but that's just in my opinion. But otherwise, you know, Bake, Geb's so annoying. These bands are pretty solid. Now, if I were to analyze this team, I would say that you guys have the better team, even early game. Horus does have a lot of early game damage and pressure and stuff like that, and, you know, backing up with Disco and X-Ball, it's a lot of damage. But you have an Assassin, which I think is a better class just in general. And you have Bastet, which is super good at just getting in and getting out, doing a bunch of damage. And Persephone is obviously so annoying. So what I'd like to see this game is you being super, like, in it. Like, you guys are communicating. You guys, I mean, I think you told me that this game is a loss. So, but you guys need to go in and go in, basically, is what I'm saying, I think. And hopefully you guys should be coming up, or when he goes in, you know, the Achilles being... Are you Bastet? I looked like I thought you were going to change. We'll see. But that's what I'm looking for here. So I'm looking for huge amounts of aggression and stuff like that. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the builds here. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. So let's look at the builds here. Right here. Let's analyze the builds here. So you got an Achilles. So you're playing the Achilles. I don't know what this is. You should be going the Carapace Shard that gives you the cooldown. I don't know. This is the one that, this is the auto one. I don't know if this was by mistake. This is no bueno. Going Warrior's Axe, Gauntlet, Glad Shield, Void Shield into their team is nice. Ooh, this X-Ball got damn Mahe. Jesus. So this is actually nice. I like this. Rune Forge Hammer is a little... I think, especially, okay, let's go over the gauntlet. The gauntlet is good here. You are the solo tank. Now, like I said in my other videos before about builds, I think it's fine to skip gauntlet as long as Achilles, as long as your warrior is another tank with you, like a guardian or another warrior. But yeah, gauntlet here is good. I like that. Glad is fine. I would have gotten void shield a little bit sooner. I don't think you need the rune forge, especially if you're the tank here. It's not bad on Achilles because of his one, but I think there's better items, especially on Achilles, like in Arc Druids or you know, something else. I much rather would have seen like to see a breastplate here, but you know, Glad is still pretty good. As far as your other team build, Persephone's build is fine. Chronos, anti-heal. I don't like the soul gem. I don't think you do enough with that. I think Op Shard would just be 100% better here. And then Bastet's build is pretty solid. I would have went I really don't like the Bluestone, although it's still fine. I would have went Warriors into Blackthorn or Jotuns. Jotuns is fine, but Heartseeker's way too early in my opinion. It scales later. It's so expensive. That should never be there. Tell that man to not do that anymore. And then Soul Eater is good on her. And so that's fine. I don't know why you build it after, but I would suggest Blackthorn, but you don't need to go Blackthorn. This is no bueno. But yeah, Arc Druids here, I'd much rather a breastplate here just so you have more cooldown and because they have an X-Ball and a Horus. I don't know how much he was swinging. I don't think you need Midgard for this build, so that's fine too. And then, I mean, build is fine, not the greatest. You still have like a couple things you need to change, but the idea of it's pretty good. Let's see. Okay, so let me turn down this game volume. Alright, that should be fine. I think it's... Don't want this to overpower my voice. I didn't start this beforehand. Alright. So we're gonna go see what they're doing here. Yeah, like I said, this video is in 720p, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, this should never be a thing here. You should never buy that on like an Achilles. You need to go your Carapace for your cooldown 100%. This is going to be super impactful early game. Looks like you guys are trying to steal blue, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. You all three are going over there. Nice. So at least you're all going over there. She missed that, but that's fine. All right, so you secure blue. I will say that you probably at this point should get your blue and then just wait. I think you kind of have to just play this by ear because you're not going to get your speed unless you're going to go to your speed now. I don't know. You either go to your speed and then go to wave, or you just go to wave and let them clear. Okay. Yeah, the horse was 100% waiting. Ooh. You didn't need to shell there. These are just small things I'm looking at, but... Okay, so right there, I think the biggest issue that you guys had there is... So you took your blue, you should have either just waited for them to clear, because they already had clear, but they had pressure on clear. They have their abilities back up. You just did your blue, meaning that your abilities are down. Some of them are down. So you just want to make sure you get your abilities up and then play on the back foot because you stole their blue. There's a balance that you need to have. You're not going to be able to get their blue, have their blue, your blue, you know, steal their blue, get your blue, and then be able to out clear them in a ideal situation. Like in an ideal situation, that's what you would want to happen, but you can't have your cake and eat it a lot of times. So if you're going to steal their blue, you need to be more patient about it, because like I said, they have all their abilities. Because you just stole their blue, which means they're going to clear blue, your wave as soon as possible. Meaning that you're going to have wave coming at you, and you're going to have your cooldowns down, which you guys actually got punished for severely here. You guys should not have pushed up, I don't think. Also, you should have, right here, you should have used your 1 instead of your 3. Using your 3 and then your 1 is good, but you didn't have it up, so, I mean, not really anything you could do. So that's why I think paying more attention to being patient in these situations is going to be really important. So Bastet actually has to back here, which means that they get purple for free. They can steal your minis, anything like that. I don't know if they did their purple yet, but yeah. Yeah, so like that. I'm also going to be paying attention to your autos. You need to be autoing after. Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one right there. You also need to wait for your teammates too, because you just got severely punished there. Like I said, Horus has a lot of early game damage and a lot of lockdown. But yeah, no, they're actually doing their purple now. They actually did it a little bit late. You guys could have punished them for that too. All right. Gonna skip ahead here a little bit. See what's going on. Nothing much. They're playing at their back foot because I'm assuming they're just waiting. Horus is half health. To keep that in mind as well. That's as if I'm talking to you right now. Yeah. He got the ult. He got his beads. Nice, nice. That's a free kill. Oh! Oh, that's criminal. Stun him. Nice. Use your 3. Oh. I don't think you would have killed, but... Ooh. Little overzealous in my opinion. Let's actually go back here. Let's see. So you also take in mind they're probably going to get ult there. You should, right there, I think you guys need to be a little bit more aggressive. Right here, I mean, Horus is half health. Of course, you can get stunned here, but the wave hasn't been dropped yet. I think at this point, you should be 3ing in, 1ing one of these, and then hoping, or not hoping, but communicating that, you know, you're going in and that your team, because you are TRIOQUEUing, I'm assuming, because you all have the same names. And letting them know, like, you're backing me up here because we can kill this Horus, or we can kill this X-Ball, or Disco. Because right here, you just take the back foot and instead try to clear that, but they're super far up. This X-Ball just 3'd. You got his beads. And yeah, it's unfortunate you need to get your ult because you probably would have killed him there, which is so criminal that he got out. But at this point, there's nothing much you can do. Maybe you can try and get this kill right here. Use your 3 and stuff. But after that, yeah, he went a little over. He went way too far in for that. I understand why you would want that kill, but you're so early that it's so risky that if you jump in like that, Disco can ult, you can be CC'd under the tower by Horus. You might as well just, because there's so much farm on the map, there's so many things you can be doing. You can be going to their minis, you can go secure red. Either way, it's a win for you, even if you don't get a kill, because you get red, you get more XP. So I think playing off of that, playing off of your small wins is what you're gonna need to do. And then also I think you guys need to be more aggressive, specifically you, Rob, because you need to, as Achilles, he's so finicky with this 3, it's hard to hit him, on top of the fact that he does just so much damage. Also, you're not using your autos. Ooh, baby, that fucking auto attack build. I'm sorry, that pure damage build. You need to be autoing as well. Definitely need to be autoing. If you need to put your 3 on instant, that's just something you might have to do. That's what I do. I put my 3 on instant, put my ult on instant, and I put my 1 on instant. Or at the very least, quick casting. Oh, you're skipping. That also might be a ping diff. Oh, Jesus. This also might be a ping diff. But yeah, I think you need to be more aggressive. Yeah, the fact that red's up is criminal. They should not be getting that ever. Playing off your small wins is what you're going to need to do as well. I mean, that wasn't necessarily your fault because of the bat step, but someone needs to, you know, communicate like, hey, we just won. Let's just go get red. Red's up. We just won that little small battle even if you don't get a kill. You should be doing your blue with them. What the fuck was that interaction? Okay. Now, although that was a 2v2, you just lost blue XP. And you still get some of the minions. Actually, I think you get most of it. Right here, this is a kill, 100%. Stun him and then, oh. No! Why would he ult the X-Ball? No, he get, oh my God, what the fuck? No shot! Okay, that was 1000% a communication diff. Holy shit. Holy shit, that should never have happened. Oh. And he dashes in, which means you should... that should be one thing that should be on your mind. If he dashes in, then just kill him. You need to have your stun up right away, or ult. Because right here, you should be looking at... You should be going in. Just go in. Go in. Yeah, see, you hesitated too much, and you got that stun off. You didn't get that stun off. And then the Persephone didn't ult the Horus. I understand hitting the X ball, but you guys need to be communicating here. There's not... I know that I do this a lot too. I play off of my intuition. Whenever I play with Hefe or I play with other people, I usually play off my intuition, and that works up to a point. But once you get higher up there, you know, we can't read each other's minds. So making sure we communicate to our party when we're in a party is, I mean, that's what makes trio queuing the best thing in the game for Joust. Being able to communicate and, you know, having good players on your team, being able to select your players. So right there, somebody should have said like, all right, I'm ulting the X ball, come kill the X ball. And then you would have, instead of trying to kill the Horus, you would have went over there. And then that would have been good. And you would have been able to kill the X ball. But instead, you went over to try and kill the Horus. Meanwhile, Bastet and Persephone are trying to kill the X ball. X ball was basically full health, and he actually got out. But yeah, right here, you should be thinking ahead of time. Like, yo, so this Horus is half health. You just hit him. He's like a quarter health now. He just uses a dash. I'm gonna wait to see where he dashes, and then I'll make my move off of that. And when he dashes in, you should be thinking like, okay, if he dashes in, he's fucking dead. Let me just go on him, which you didn't do there, which a little bit of hesitation, and I think maybe a little bit of a scared, not like, you know, yeah, so you should be doing that. You should have been going in, but yeah, you should have let that go and just trying to kill the X ball, because you would have 1000% killed that X ball. Oh man, that sucks. That's so unfortunate. That was just communication diff. I think, based on what I'm seeing here, I'm assuming you guys aren't communicating that. Or maybe you guys are, and someone isn't listening. Whether it be you or the other person. But I think what you told me, you guys play off of intuition. And then you like notate some of the small things like, oh yeah, got his beads or whatever. But you guys should be saying like, I have my ult ready. Go on this guy if he comes in. Or, I'm going on X ball, come over here. I'm going on X ball, I'm going on X ball. That's what you guys should be doing. Someone should be making plays. Or play calling. Either you or the other people, or all of you making calls. But there should be I think, generally speaking, there should be a consensus like, okay, we're gonna do one play regardless if somebody wants to do the other, because playing together is way better than playing separately, like trying to go after different targets, which is what you guys did, unfortunately. And you guys should have had 3 kills there, in my opinion. That's just unfortunate. I think it might be a ping diff with your 1 too. I don't know what that Persephone ult was. Yeah, unfortunately you're crippled there, so you can't really move. There seems to be a little bit of a hesitation from what I'm seeing. Either that being your ping, or just you in general. Like, I think there's a little bit too much of a watch party going on. I think. And what I mean by watch party is that like you're trying to assess the situation before you actually... Do you live here? You're trying to assess the situation besides just doing the thing, which is bad for Smite if you don't do it within like a millisecond. Because if you do it 1 second, it's 1 second too late, which actually, you know, dropped you that Horus kill, for example. So yeah. I don't mind Chalice with the Oracle and Joust, but you are down. You are super down. You're level... Oh my god, you're level 6. Yeah, you need to be farming as well, too. I think you missed blue. I think you missed a wave a little bit earlier. I think either because you died. I can't remember. I have to go back. But this is too much gold for this early. You should just buy 1 ward or 2 wards. But even when you're down this bad, you're 3 levels down, 2 levels down compared to everyone else. You should not be buying this. This is too expensive for what you have right now. It's definitely not worth to do that. Which actually puts you in a worse situation, because now you're just further down in your build. So if you're down, generally speaking, don't buy Chalice of the Oracle. It's super expensive. Just buy a single ward or something. Especially seeing as wards aren't as pivotal early game as they would mid-late game because of Bull Demon play. But right now, I think this is your best opportunity to just farm. Get your wave. Get secure purple because they're half health. This is a small win for you. They decided to stick around. So, I mean, go get purple, get comet, go get blue, go get wave, and then you should be back up to like, 8. And then go get your minis, for example. Purple was down though, but generally speaking, you want to get this. Go get your blue, and then go get minis. See, right now. Oh, okay. Well, you steal their blue. I was gonna say to try and look at their blue, but although you got their blue, which is nice, it's kind of risky now because now I don't think you get as much XP from them when you steal it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you get far less XP from enemies, and that applies on Joust too. So, which is nice though. I mean, as long as you get this wave and get your blue, I think you need to pay attention to farm as well. And this is not just for you, but just like in general, people need to pay attention more to their farm because it's way more important in this map than ever was for like the others. So they're getting their minis. Is there a reason why I feel like the quality is just dying? I guess it is just. That's too bad. It's all good though. I'm gonna skip ahead here. Right here. Being a little bit AFK, caught you there, didn't it? Your bastard down. Yeah, ult down. I would just back up here. It's disco ult. Obviously, pay attention to when their ults are up. When you think they will be back up. You can look at your timer up here for that as well. But yeah, playing on your back foot here, I don't think with the amount of missed farm you got, and then also the ping, and then also right here is a very good position to ult maybe from the Persephone. But playing it back isn't bad either. Yeah, from the amount of XP you lost, and drop kills, and then your ping, I think it's probably best at this point just to play back so you don't get snowballed even more. Making sure you get your XP and everything. So, one thing I want to paint... Okay, he gets that kill. This horse, the way he's playing is how you should be playing. You don't have as much CC as he does, but playing far up... Now, at this point, not right now. You just want to play on your back foot right now, because you sort of are. Just making sure you get your wave, getting your items is going to be more important. But like at the beginning of the game, you should be playing as aggressive as this Horus is. Using your 3 to try and dodge the Horus stun or X-ball. You can use this as a dodge, as a combat dodge, and then using it for damage. But you should be as aggressive as this Horus is earlier in the game. See, like he's all up in their shit, and that actually gets that kill. He was baiting the Bastet to jump, and he gets it. I don't think you guys get this kill. Ooh, yeah, this might be a ping diff too. Might need to get your internet up. So red is up, purple is up, your speed is up, and your XP is up. You need to have mental notes of your XP. When it's up, when it's close to being up. They're gonna get red, which means that you guys go get speed, or because you're so low, just back, get speed, and then get your wave. Because like I said a long time ago, you're wasting your XP if you don't get your buff camps right as they're up. Because the longer they're on the map, the duration from which your buff camps come back up is still the same, so you're just wasting XP the longer that the XP is up on the map. It doesn't return quicker because of that. So red is down. They did red, you guys know that. I like the wards, not bad wards, but it's not that important to go this early into the game. Nice aggression. Your team's playing a little behind you too, which is a little scary. It doesn't seem like you guys are on the same page either. Like it looked like you want to go in a little bit, and they didn't. So you guys got to be on page. Like, are we stepping back, or are we going up? What are we doing here? That's a lot of the. I actually have that issue too sometimes. So it's not like it's a crucial thing, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's a little scary being this far up. You shouldn't be this far up, especially when your team's not near you. Yeah, you took a decent amount of damage there. Yeah, like I said earlier, ooh, punish this guy. Yeah, you should have held your one. Nah, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, you're getting fucked. Damn, blah. Yeah, I didn't realize he had a blink either, but if he blinks here, yeah, you should have, because obviously I imagine I didn't expect it either. You weren't going to expect him to blink, which is kind of crazy. But if he's going to blink and then use his 3-in, you got to, you know, use your 1 to stun and then, but I mean, at this point, you should just back up. I don't know what that blink was. It was kind of useless. Maybe it was a bait. But I think I want to say something else here. Yeah, you're being too far up here. Yeah, we'll just hold my 1 because he is CC immune in his 3. Oh yeah, that is ping diff too. On top of his ult, yeah, you just die. You just die, unfortunately. Let's see what the team has to do. Horus ult, I heard it. They should just be giving this up. Yeah, he's dead for that. Oh, he lives. No, he doesn't. Giving up. Ooh, questionable jump. Nah, I don't think you win those, brother. Yeah, especially with X-Ball just going pure damage. Bastet jumps over again. Crazy plays here. Oh, I wanted to say, like, you should be playing off the back foot at this point. Waiting for them to make mistakes. Like, right here, that was a prime... Like, they're priming. This is priming you to capitalize off this. They're generally speaking, you want to play off your back foot so you don't get snowballed any further. It's 5-0. They're up 2 to 3 levels. You want to just play back, wait for them to make a mistake, because a majority of the time they do. I was watching a Trelly game versus Cosmos game, and even they made a mistake. Cosmos was duo queuing with a tire, and they were getting destroyed the entire game. But they weren't making any risky plays. They were waiting back, waiting for their chance to wait for a mistake. And that's exactly what happened. At like 10 minutes into the game, Barty and Trelly were at Cosmos's fucking Titan. And they got overzealous because they don't do enough damage to Titan that early into the game. And they killed him, and they turned around the game. So this is what the things that you need to pay attention to, is just play back, wait for them to make a mistake, or wait for an opening, as you constantly being in their face is just helping them to just continue the snowball. That's just a little unfortunate. Ooh, do you get it? Oh. Yeah, you gotta time your 3 still up. Yeah, autoing with your 3, and then your ult, you need to time a little bit better, but that's just small things. That's just gonna come with playing him more. I don't know how much of Achilles you play, but not to be mean, but I don't think you play him that much, or at least maybe you do, but you don't really pay attention to like the intricate parts of his kit. So she just dashed, keep that in mind. So that's his ult. Unless you can secure that kill, I would just back up. Yeah, just back up because you got everything, but ooh, what? He's jumping back into the tower? Try to peel. You got to go in. A Taurus ult. Yeah, just try to back. Yeah. You might just think, I think you just die here. Use your 3, use your 1 to try and stun. Ooh! Oh! All these criminal kills that's not getting killed. Oh no, the fucking... Yeah, I think it's the ping diff too. Holy shit. Another thing I want to state is that at that earlier part of that fight, it actually was going to say, I don't know if you guys should necessarily be up there. You're 3 levels down, specifically you. But you guys were making it work. I think the biggest issue was, because they made so many mistakes over here, X-Ball is out of position, is when they ult and everything, unless you can secure this kill, you do a fuck ton of damage here. Unless you can secure this kill, I would just back up. You got everything down, got their relics, got your damage, and then he goes back in here, which is unfortunate. This just causes you to... You gotta... So your small wins is something you guys need to pay attention to as well. Because he should never have been up there. He should have just did the damage. They got you got X-Ball ult, you got Disco ult, you got relics. Just back up and play off of that. A lot of unfortunate kills being dropped here. Let's see what they do here. So Horus and them are coming. This is your time to, like, they're just making so many mistakes, and they're getting. Them playing like this leads me to believe that if you guys just played, like, look at this. No, go in. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's a ping diff as well, as I've been saying. The amount of mistake that they're making here and getting away with leads me to believe if you guys just played on your back foot, waited for them to make a mistake, would have been your best opportunity. Not the greatest best at all either. I would just get farm at this point. You gotta go straight to your. You gotta get straight to farm. I wouldn't even back here. See if purple's up. Go to blue. Like even that 1 to 2 second hesitation between backing and going to your buff camp is already too much. You guys should be going straight to your buff camps. Buff camps. Buff camps. Buff camps is gonna be super important. So we're gonna go ahead and skip this a little bit here, you guys. You actually stayed. You got X-Ball ult, so that's good. They're playing super far up, so I mean, that's Disco ult. Don't walk into it! It's fine, doesn't do too much damage to you. But you know you have your ult, so if you just play off your back foot, wait for them to go to Bull Demon, and then fight off that, you should be golden. You all have your ults. Bastet should have his ult back up soon. They're doing it right now. Yeah, just skip the Achilles. Go over there, damage the X-Ball. Yeah, your best shot is just to damage the X-Ball. You're still healthy here. You're still healthy here. Yeah, you see, you use your 3... Right there, you used your 3 to combat dodge that Disco 2. That's what you should be doing all the time. Pushing them out wasn't a bad thing to do because that leads for your team to... nice kill. Ult out, yep. That leads you... pushing them out the enemy team so that your team can actually try and steal Bull Demon is the best position, is the better option. So that was actually pretty good by you. This is when you should let your team know, like, okay, I'm leaving. I need to back here. I don't have my ult. I don't even have my relic up. We should just back up here because Horus is, you know, gonna try and punish you guys off of this. Especially seeing as you didn't get Bull Demon, you guys should really just be backing. Yeah, I think you might die here actually. Ooh, you live. For now. Did that Bastet just shell you? See, yeah, you guys are being super greedy. Not specifically you, but yeah, the Persephone should not be up there. He should have backed 1,000 years ago. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. After that Bull Demon play and then backing up, y'all should have just backed, because what happens is now you're you lost your Phoenix 100%. When you guys were over here at Bull Demon and they took it and they were super low, you guys should have just backed up, unless you guys could have had really good kill potential, which they didn't, clearly, because you were like one shot, you didn't have your ult, you didn't have your relics. I mean, I think a couple of your abilities were on cooldown, so there's no point of you being there. You need to back, and then that should let them know that, like, okay, well, we don't have a third here, I don't have the greatest kill potential, let's just back. We have to go defend this Phoenix anyways, because if you guys stay out too long, which you guys did, then they just come back at full health. Persephone, Bastet die because they stay out being greedy. And there's nothing you can do here. There's really nothing you can do here. You can try to bait them into killing you, but they're playing it smarter. They're just getting Phoenix. And then this actually might just be game. There's really nothing you can do. I don't know what a Disco is, but yeah. Pretty sure that that's GG. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, see, these guys are throwing out some questionable ults. Good ult. This is your time to shine. Get that kill. Let's go. Oh, baby. I would use your ult to catch up. Use your ult to catch up. Nice. Use your 2. You gotta use your 2. Make sure you use your 2 as well. Your team isn't behind you, so I would just... I mean, you got an uphill battle here. Not much you can do. At this point, actually, he's trolling. Just go and kill this guy. Kill this guy. Kill him. Oh. That is really unfortunate. You also took 3 tower shots. I don't think you should have, but that's fine. Yeah, just trying to clear wave. I think that should have been a kill as well. That would have given you enough time to push up wave. You weren't gonna get tower. I don't think you guys get tower. Maybe you do. Actually, I think you guys do. Or it'll be close. But at the very least, you push it up to where now you have a better chance at getting your, try to body block him if you can. Nice. That should be a kill. Use your 3! Use your 3! No! Oh, man. You shouldn't have been autoing him. You should have used your... You had your second form of 3. Use your 2, then you use your 3, and he dies. You 3, auto 3, and he dies. That's so unfortunate. And then you die for it, unfortunately. Yeah, this Horus is playing really well. This is how you should be playing the Horus. This is how you should be playing... Persephone got blink. Interesting. Yeah, that is GG, boys. GG. Because I don't think you guys can come back. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of hesitation. I'm curious to see whether or not you play Achilles that much, because I'm not trying to be mean or anything. This doesn't mean, but it doesn't seem like you've got Achilles down to the nitty gritty, like finer details on fucking, you know, how to play Achilles at the highest level. But that is the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's just go to this part here. So let me see if I can't remember. You still did top damage, and see how much more damage you could have done as an Achilles if you were more aggressive and you know, didn't hesitate as much. I think that's also another thing that a lot of people struggle with. More people do that more with gods that they're not 100% comfortable with. So first things first, I think I don't play the best Achilles. I will not say I ever will be as good as other Achilles, the top tier Achilles. I don't think I'm the greatest Achilles either, but I know how to play him at the finer details in terms of, you know, like auto canceling with this 3, using his combat dodge more, using his ult more efficiently, make sure you use your 2, although I still struggle with that as well as some of the issues that you've been doing in this game. But I suggest you watch my video, my Achilles video I did recently on the old map to my A to Z series video with Achilles. That video showcased how aggression with Achilles can lead to far more pressure early game and mid game, and allows you to snowball off of that. That game I don't remember the exact numbers of what happened there, but I know I outdamaged my mage and hunter combined. Like, I think I did collectively more damage than my entire team if you were to put them together. So I think one of the biggest things is you need to be more aggressive. So watch my recent Achilles video. That'll give you a better idea of what I mean by aggression. There was a time at the beginning of the game where you could have 3'd in, used your 1, especially seeing as the horse was half health, and you could have gotten your pressure off of that, and then hopefully your teammate follows suit. So being more aggressive in those situations. 2 being you need to be more mindful of what's happening in what's going on. So like there was one time where Horus was actually half health before he got hit by the Persephone and Bastet, in which he was like quarter health, and then he dashed into you guys. That's like the best situation for you. And although that happened, Horus still has his 3, which he can just 3 away, so he's immune into that. And so he 3'd away, and he lived in a situation where I don't think he should have. And I think that was specifically on you, because you weren't either mindful or you weren't either way. If he's half health and he's like just walking away at very slowly and then turns around and then it goes in, that should be a thing in your mind. You're already thinking, you should be thinking steps ahead, or at least try to be. It's a lot harder said, or it's a lot easier said than done, but trying to be mindful of what you think they're going to do and then making a play off of that. I think that's the best scenario there. And you would have actually gotten that Horus kill 100%, because your 1 was like a millisecond off of stunning him before his 3 went off. And if you were just like a millisecond quicker in your mind, thinking like, oh well, let's see what he does, then that would have 100% been a kill, easy kill. Another thing that I saw was communication. So that's 3. I think a big thing that you need to work on is communication. You're in a valuable situation here, a valuable scenario, or you're in a valuable, I guess, situation, whatever, where you have 2 other people with who you are trio killing with. Now imagine you guys are talking. If you're not talking, then you need to be talking to each other. But Yeah, there was one time where Persephone ulted the Horus and he got out, or was it, I can't remember exactly which one it was. There was a couple of scenarios that happened. Either way, the Horus was one shot, and then you tried to ult in on him, and it was too far away. And then meanwhile, you see Persephone ult the X ball, and he gets away too. They both live with 1 health, and that was just a lack of communication. I'm assuming you guys play off of intuition, just, you know, like, we're just gonna play to play, which can be good and it can be bad because intuition obviously wins games. But being more communicative of like, hey, the Horus escaped. I'm going on X ball right now with my Persephone ult. Whether that's you or someone else, just ping me like, oh, come on, over here. I got X ball, come over here. So that instead of you ulting and then trying to kill the Horus by yourself, you could have actually just forgot about the Horus and like, all right, I can't catch up to him. Or my Persephone's ulting. Oh, my Persephone got the X ball. Let's kill this X ball. And then, you know, it didn't happen. So communication is super, super vital. I think you need to be more proactive with that and not just sticking to your intuition. Intuition will win you games, but being very clear with what you're doing is going to be 1,000,000% better than intuition. I don't expect you to play it every single game, like on the ball, but if you're trying to climb, that is something you need to do. Because there was another time where you know, you were going to be aggressive while your team was already in the back being passive, and now I don't know if they told you, but that should have been like a thing where like because you got punished for it, and you should have been like, all right, what are we doing, boys? We going in? I'm being aggressive here. Let me know if we're not going to be aggressive here, because if we're not, then I'm backing up, because I'm gonna be 1v3ing if you're not coming with me, and vice versa. So being on the same page is 100% gonna be better. Farming, you guys need to farm. I saw you guys were pretty decent on farming. At least the best stat was you were going and getting your buff camps and stuff, but being more proactive on your buff camps, like being like, okay, we got a small win here. We didn't get the kill, which is one of the biggest things that I saw in the beginning of the game, where Bastet jumped in at tower like level 5 and died for it. Just too risky. Get your small wins. If they're like one shot, go get your buff camp. That's already a small win, because what happens is you get a small win. They're one shot. They can't get the buff camps. Otherwise, they kill themselves. So either way, you get your buff camps, or you wait for them to come out and you can kill them and punish them for that. Either way, it's a win-win situation. You either get your buffs, or you can kill them if they come over to try and steal it. So, you know, get your buff camps on timer, because on cooldown, that's when you're going to get your most XP. If your camp's just up for like 5 minutes, you're just losing valuable XP. You could have gotten the XP from that speed camp, for example, twice over within the span of 5 minutes if you did your camp on cooldown. And then also, that's another thing you need to pay attention to. Instead of like just moseying around from the old map, because there's only 4 camps on that map, you need to be like, all right, what's up? What's going on? We got buff camps over there. We got our minis. Let's go do that right now. Go back to wave, back, get an item and stuff like that. So you need to be proactive on that. Number 5 would be, it's a funny one here, you need to get your ping better, or get Wi-Fi. I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but that was also a ping diff, I think. And so I think if your internet's questionable, I would not queue ranked. And now if it's questionable all the time, that sucks, and I don't think that should bar you from ever playing ranked. But just keep in mind that your games are going to be a little lackluster. So, you know, if you're going to do that, just go into the games thinking like, shit, all right, well, I'm already playing from a deficit. We'll try to make this work. But I think that's pretty much it. Those 5 main tips, you know, small things like, you know, learning the character more in depth, you know, auto canceling with your 3, using your 1 more often in situations where you can, or even use your 3 at the end of the game. You could have used your 3 and killed the X ball, but instead got out and you actually got killed for it, is going to be good for you. And also, it's good to play all type of characters, and, you know, expanding your horizon on that. But I think if you're going to play a god in ranked, it should be like, you know, this god at least decently well, to where I can do things at like a, not a microscopic level, but like in a semi macro level, to where like I know how he plays, at the finer details. Not like super like, oh, I know that the specific number on this, I'll be able to, you don't need to do that. But, you know, like auto canceling, using your 2 more often is going to be, you know, some of the small things that I think you could have improved on Achilles. But I think that's basically it. If you want more like examples, I would suggest looking at this Horus. This Horus played a really good game up until the end, where they were sort of feeding, or not feeding, inting, but they got away with it because you guys weren't paying. That's actually the last thing I want to say. You guys need to pay attention to when you're being snowballed, and based off of that, play on your back foot. I mean, they basically had 2 to 3 levels above you towards the middle late game the entire time, and they were making hella crazy plays that you could have capitalized off of if you were just playing it from behind. There's so many. The X ball was up so far. They're blinking in at tower at like 25% health and getting away with it, which leads me to think that they would have done that the entire game, whether or not you were trying to, box them when you shouldn't have been, when you guys were at a deficit. Playing back and gauging what they're doing. If they use your 2 on a Horus and he doesn't have an escape anymore, punish him at your tower. I don't suggest you to turtle up, but like sometimes you might have to turtle in a snowbally type game. So making sure you watch their mistakes or look for openings. And this is the last thing I'll say, and then that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, Rob, you can message me in the comment section of this video. You obviously message me on Discord. Certain things like that will be more important for you to, if you want to be more questions or whatever. That's just the last thing I want to say for that. But that's pretty much it. Again, if anybody would like to... if anybody would like a gameplay review or any type of coaching, join the Discord and let me know, and we can make it happen. Thank you, Rob. Rob is an amazing member of the community. He's a super cool guy from just talking to him in Discord or when he's in my stream. So shouts out to Rob and for letting me do this. And yeah, I think that is everything that I have for you. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching.